You can start investing. I believe in you. Hey family, welcome back to my channel. My name is Matt. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning family member, thank you. Guys, remember to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, do all that fun stuff for me, guys. It's super quick and easy, and it helps the channel out tremendously. Now guys, remember, there's gonna be a gift card giveaway on this channel. We'll talk about that in the end. And go ahead and go follow me on Instagram. The link will be below. And let's jump into this video, guys. Investing. I've talked about it quite a bit on this channel so far. I'm definitely gonna do a lot more videos on it in the future. I'm extremely passionate about it and I wanna help you guys get better with it. Now, before we jump into the content of this video, I just wanted to do my disclaimer. Remember, this is not investment advice. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Okay guys, so we have these 7 levels of investing. In the previous videos, we have went through levels 1 through 5. So I'm gonna run through those levels really quickly. And then we'll get to level 6 and 7. And we're gonna have a lot of fun today, guys. Let's get into it. So, level 1. Remember, we have a single person with a Roth IRA. Remember, an IRA is an individual retirement account, which you can put $6,000 a year into. Now, if your employer matches this is a great opportunity to earn some free money for yourself. Usually, employers will have a 3% match or a 6% match or a 10% match, depending on what the guidelines at your employer is. Usually it's a percentage, not a number, because everybody's income is different. So you have $6,000 going into the Roth, that's $500 a month, which is a great opportunity to start investing. Now, on top of that, you'll get the match from your employer. Then, at level 1, you also can start a brokerage account, which is not a individual retirement account. This is just a securities account that lets you invest into the stock market without having to have the restrictions and the penalties of an IRA when taking the money out. So remember, with an IRA, you have to wait till 59 and a half to take the money out, and it's a great opportunity because it helps you save for retirement and for your future self. With a brokerage account, it's more short-term savings where you can invest into the stock market, and I suggest at level 1, $100 a month. It's a great start. As you invest into the stock market through a brokerage account, this money is taxable when you sell the investment. And it'll be done at capital gains tax, which is lower than the earned income rates. Now, level 2, I'm assuming, most people want to get married. So, you get married, you can do 2 Roth IRAs. That's $12,000 a year. So it's the same thing. IRA is individual retirement account. Now, you can do $1,000 a month between a couple. So $1,000 a month times 12 is $12,000 a year. So $6,000 for a single person, $12,000 for a married couple because there's 2 people. Now this doubles your investing right off the bat. And therefore you have 2 opportunities to get matches at both employers. For the husband, the spouse, both spouses have the opportunity to get a match. That's a great opportunity to double your investments and double the match, which is free money at the end of the day. Just to kind of do a side note real quick, the reason you want to do a Roth IRA over a traditional, I've said this in other videos, is a Roth, you pay the taxes before you put the money into the account. Therefore, when you take the money out of the account at 59 and a half, there is no taxes on the larger amount. So let's say you put $500 a month in, that money's already had taxes taken out. And then after, it'll be a lot of money at the end. When you're 59 and a half, will be millions of dollars. The millions of dollars will be tax-free. So that's why we want to go with the Roth. If you do traditional, that's a traditional IRA, you have to pay the taxes after. So when the $500 a month goes in, you don't pay the taxes on it then. You pay the taxes on the bigger amount at the end. Therefore, the Roth IRA is a better option to go with. So that's level 2, you're married, you have 2 Roth IRAs, you have 2 matches, and then you have the spouse's investments. So you can do a brokerage account, and then instead of doing $100 a month, you can do $200 a month. So you do $1,000 a month into your Roth IRA for both of you, then you do $200 a month into the brokerage account. This can be invested into an S&P 500 fund, an index fund, a blue chip stock, a growth ETF, or a broad market ETF. That's a very good option, and we'll go over those options more in future videos. So that is level 2 of investing. Now let's move on to level 3. With level 3, we have the same 2 Roth IRAs, $12,000 a year like level 2. Now, notice each level just builds on each other. It's very intuitive to do it in order because you can build on each other as you create more wealth. So level 3, 2 Roth IRAs, 2 matches, then the spouse's investments. Now, in level 3, you can create more than one fund within your brokerage account. Now, Matt, what does this mean? Basically, it means you go from one fund to 2 funds. Very simple. So you can have an S&P 500 fund, which is the top 500 companies in America that you can invest in through one fund. It's very convenient. Then you also can have a broad market ETF, which is another great option, which is the top 2,500 largest companies in the United States of America, which then therefore diversifies you, which means spread all your eggs in multiple baskets. That's what diversification means. You have 2 Roths, you have a match, which is when the company gives you the money to help you with retirement. It's a company benefit, usually. Most companies do it, some do not. And then you have your spouse's investment, which is the brokerage account. So you have 1 to 2 funds, you can put $200 in, $300 a month in, whatever you feel comfortable, whatever your budget is. And that's a wrap for level 3. Let's go on to level 4. Level 4. We have a married couple with 2 Roth IRAs, 6,000 times 2 is $12,000 a year. You have 2 opportunities for the company match. Great opportunities. Now, here's where it gets fun. Here's where it gets good. Great. $1,000 a month, we want to get to that, and that's a huge number. Then we can put $1,000 a month into the brokerage account with 2 to 3 mutual funds. Now, like I talked about earlier, example, S&P 500, fund, broad market index fund, and a blue chip fund. All great options. I can go over in more depth. Now, right now, if you have any questions or comments, comment down below, guys. You know, I can try to get back to you guys. I really enjoy answering questions. So if you have any questions about investing, if there's videos you want to see in the future about different types or strategies, go ahead and put those down below, and I'll definitely get back to you as soon as I can. So that's a wrap for level 4. Level 5. Now, level 5 is similar. We have 2 Roth IRAs, $12,000 a year. We have 2 opportunities for the company match, and then we're gonna try to put $2,000 a month into the brokerage account. Now, this is similar. Same as the other one. 2 to 3 mutual funds. You can go up to 4 if you'd like to diversify. You can put $500 into 4 different funds, which is not the end of the world, and it keeps you very well diversified outside of your retirement account. Now, like I said, we have the examples of the S&P 500, the broad market index fund, and a blue chip fund. All great funds. I'll go into all of them more in detail in different videos. Now, at level 5, you can start thinking about buying real estate or buying some type of business or franchise. The $2,000 a month in the brokerage account will become a lot of money pretty quickly over the next couple years. Therefore, you'll have the opportunity to buy your first piece of rental real estate, maybe invest into a franchise, maybe buy an existing business. Lots of opportunity there. So that's the review of level 1 through 5. Now we're gonna go over levels 6 and 7. They're pretty similar. They just build on each other, guys. That's what it's all about, going from one step to another step. Baby steps in the right direction. Level 6, same thing. Married, 2 Roth IRAs, same thing. We got the company match. Now, $2,500 a month going into 2 to 3 mutual funds. Outside retirement, very wise, very good. And then this gives you the opportunity to start buying some rental property. As you can see from the levels, we go from level 4 to level 5 to level 6. Increase the brokerage account. Now, when I say this, it's a monthly basis. So $2,000 a month going in monthly. Now, all you have to do, I should have said this earlier in the video, but you just auto draft it from your checking account. Your paycheck comes in, $100 a month goes to the brokerage account. The financial institution just takes the money from your bank account, puts it into the investment account, and invests it. It's very automated. You just have to set it up once. You set it, and then you let it happen every month. You definitely want to check on it every 3 months, 4 months, but it's very automated, and you don't have to do much work after you set it up and learn about the initial investments. Now, guys, step 7. We're really starting to look at buying a business or a franchise or some small commercial property or residential, whichever you feel comfortable with. Now, commercial real estate is like apartments or shopping centers or small pieces of land, something that's more for a business instead of a person to live on. And then residential real estate is more of a house or maybe a duplex where people are gonna live, or it's smaller, a single family home. So that's kind of the difference between commercial real estate and residential. Residential is more for people to live in, commercial is more for business or government or sports teams or stuff like that, which it's harder to get into commercial real estate because it costs more money, but it's definitely possible and very profitable. So those are definitely the 7 steps to investing. We're gonna have another video. The next video in this series will be about going just over all 7 of them again for new viewers, for new listeners. I wanna help you guys get ahead, and I've created the 7-step system to invest in the stock market and then start investing in real estate and start investing in businesses. If you guys notice, a lot of people wanna buy real estate right off the bat, which I do not advise because you do not have that much money. So if you walk the 7 steps to investing, therefore later on in the steps, you're going to be able to create some wealth to be able to support the assets that you purchase, because they're gonna eat cash like crazy. If you buy a piece of real estate, you need to have cash on hand, and it needs to have little to no debt on the property, because then it gives you more margin to make more money on the property. And same with a business. You do not wanna buy a business with a lot of debt. So if you can pay cash or do a plan where it gets paid off very quickly, which I will go over in future videos, then you have a better opportunity of making more money. So guys, the importance of this video is tremendous, because I want to give you guys the value to create wealth for yourself and for your families and change your family trees. You know, the 7 steps will get you there, and I'm very excited to keep going over them, do case studies, do different mutual funds, look at single stocks, look at different investments, look at real estate, how it works, cash flow, cash on cash, all that fun stuff. We're gonna go over it all in a lot of new videos coming up in the future. But this is the foundation to say, okay, there's the steps to go from step 1 to step 2 to step 3. It gives you a clear path, which is most important in life, to be able to step forward and then, you know, get on a good path. So that's all for the 7 steps. We're gonna go, the next video in the series will be going over the 7 steps again, and we'll go from there. All right guys, there's a $100 Visa gift card giveaway on this channel. Remember to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, do all that fun stuff. Now, remember, that's gonna happen at 1,000 family members. I repeat, 1,000 family members. Growth, you know, slow and steady wins the race. Love it. You know, we're back on, you know, one day at a time, you know, journey before destination. Future video, stay tuned. So, yeah guys, love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I know that I got a long way to go, and you know, college is starting, and so I'm excited. My senior year, got a lot going on. It's gonna be fun, and we're gonna just keep going, guys. We're having a blast. Alright guys, that's all for today's video. Remember to continually work to become the best version of yourself, and we'll see you guys in the next one.